What it do, freaking frack? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, the Braxton Season 1, Episode 6 review. If you guys don't know, my MTV VMA red carpet fashion killer video is currently up right now, plus all of my Love and Marriage Huntsville tea videos. Baby, we had a week. And I also released all the tea on Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives Fiance. Simone from Ready to Love, the lawyer, sat down and did an exclusive interview with his second baby mama that he got a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old with. Ooh, girl, she spilled all the tea. So make sure y'all check out that video as well. Now let's get into this week's episode of the Braxtons. So Miss E and Toni meet for lunch. She's in Los Angeles to visit her girlfriends and to see Toni. And Miss E is like, what's going on with my date? Me and Trina went, outfit shopping. I got my look together. And Toni looking like, girl, what you talking about? And she was like, girl, you supposed to be setting me up with somebody. And Toni was like, oh, you were serious about that. I did not know. And she was like, yeah, I'm serious. I'm trying to find y'all a daddy. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, bet, I got you. I'm going to find you somebody. So now Toni is scrambling to find Miss E a boo thing. Gotta say right off the rip that this by far to me was the best episode so far of the season, because we had the dramatic moments, but we also had a lot of lighthearted, funny moments as well. And I needed that from this show because I couldn't continue on with the constant sadness every week. Like, it just was not gonna work for me at all. But it's good to see a woman of Miss E's age still wanting to date and get out there, because there's so many people once they get to that age, or hell, my age, they'd be like, girl, I ain't thinking about no man, no woman, no whatever, child, leave me the hell alone. I won't say that I'm particularly like that. I'm just not looking. It's like, if it finds me, great, but I enjoy my life and my peace so much. I value it so much, and I don't want anything to fuck it up. But if it happens, great. I would bask in it, love in it, but y'all would never know. Never ever know. But anywho, so Tamar has her one-on-one live podcast interview with Carlos. We see the behind the scenes of all that, the actual footage, but you can watch that on his YouTube channel. She talks about coming back to the show and why she's only a friend of, and it's because of her mental health. And she talks about how, she almost lost her life the first go around, and she's just not willing to go there again. Her boundaries are set, and that's just what it is. And from that aspect, I do not blame her whatsoever. You got to protect your own peace, because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's on there just enough. That's how it should be. And this y'all thing, y'all have this, y'all be the stars of it. I'll play the background with my producer, executive producer credits and all of that type of stuff. I pop in, hey, you know what I'm saying? And I pop back out, but y'all can have this. And I think that that's the smartest thing to do, because we already see that it's still a lot of tension between her and Tawanda. They're still very off and on, and I just wouldn't even want to be bothered myself. So I don't blame Tamar. I was so happy that they didn't show anything involving that white man, the Colonel, Mr. KFC. So happy they didn't show any of that. So Miss E meets with her girlfriends for lunch, and I was shocked to see who Miss Evelyn's friends are. Her girlfriends, her good Judy's in LA, are Judge Maybelline, the Marla Gibbs, and Marla Gibbs' daughter, Angela Gibbs. And I was like, what? Miss E, where have you been hiding these queens? I was like, this is the reality show right here with you 4 women. It would be great to see a reality show of women of a particular age, how they navigate life, their family, careers, dating. Like, that little segment of this episode was so good and entertaining. It was so cute and fascinating to see them talking about schmecks and dating and all of that stuff. Marla Gibbs was like, when it came to schmeck, she was like, child, been there, done it. And I was like, girl, me too. It was so good. And, they were funny. And I enjoyed it so much. That's a show right there. I'm telling you, somebody better get on it. Thank me later. But Miss E says that when it comes to a man, he got to be tall. She want her man tall. Walk like Denzel. That'll be a great plus. But she said he got to come with a bag. And I said, okay, Miss E. Now he got to come with a bag. I don't blame you. I do not blame you, because we all want to be taken what? Care of. So Toni wants to manage her son Denim's modeling career. Denim and Diesel have been tipping their little toe in modeling throughout the years, but now Denim is full on wanting to be a model, but he wants to do it on his own. He wants to solidify his name outside of the shadow of his mother. And, Toni is trying to back up and let him do it his own way, but she does want to be involved. She got contacts, but she's respecting his wishes and letting him do it on his own. And I love that, because I was like, please don't be a stage mom. Please do not do that, Toni. Please do not. But he's a handsome young man. I can see him modeling. I can see it. If Jules can model, then Denim can model. So Miss E goes on a blind date. And she meets Mr. Shelley, honey. Mr. Shelley in all purple. That was one of the things that she noticed. She was like, look at my microphone. Microphone knew. She was like, oh, he had on all purple. Miss E so funny. She be judging, honey, and I don't blame her. So Mr. Shelley, honey, in all purple had the nerves to ask the waitress, do they got any black people food? And she was like, a chicken sandwich. And I was like, if he would have asked that to anybody outside of a black person, I would have rolled up out of this bed. If he would have asked an unmelanated person that, and they said a chicken sandwich, big girl. So that was the outside of the purple outfit. That was the second strike. And then when he got to talking about how he was in 2 Tyler Perry movies, and she looking like, nigga, you might as well just said you was in a Tubi movie. Then he said he's walked in several fashion shows and stuff, and Miss E was so not impressed at all. Miss E wants a suit and tie man, distinguished gentleman, got some bread. She want her a little alpha male. She wants somebody that's gonna pick it up, scratch it, and reverse it, or whatever, honey. And that man just ain't have it. Shelly is the type of man you meet at a little hole in a wall around 6:00 in the evening, because he got to get home before it's too dark. He the type of man you enjoy a little beer with, some little hot wings or something, but it ain't going no further than that. She was like, yeah, cool guy, just not for me. And we all knew it. But they did have a cute little kiki, and I did enjoy that. They were laughing and joking with each other, and that was cute. So Look, Kevin has therapy with Spirit earlier that day or another day, and it was a really intense therapy session, and he discussed how he's spoken to his now ex-wife, I believe earlier that day or the day before, and she finalized their divorce, and he's really hurt by that. He really wanted to fight for his family. He told her he was going to fight for his family, and she said don't. And he feels played. He feels betrayed. And I feel so sorry for him, but you can't force somebody to be with you if they don't want to be with you. And honestly, truly, she's doing you a favor, because nothing is worse to have somebody stick with you out of obligation. You know what I'm saying? that would hurt me more, knowing you don't want to be here with me, and he's so young still, and he's going through so much right now, that hopefully, prayfully, the day will come where he'll look back on this and see what God's plan was for him, and how nothing that God does is a mistake. Maybe it was meant for him to take this journey on his own, because he needs to build strength and character, and to realize his own self-worth, and to realize that he doesn't need to be dependent on Tracy, the wife, Tawanda, his father. He has to become the man that he needs to be for himself, but after the therapy session, the production goes on a lunch break, and he's eating and stuff with the crew, and then I guess he went into a room by himself, and he was on the phone with Tawanda's daughter. And then the next thing, he's told Tawanda's daughter he wasn't feeling good. Next thing you know, I guess he must have dropped the phone and passed out, and he had a seizure. So thankfully, production found him and everything. He was unresponsive, but they were able to wake him up. And we learned that he has developed seizures ever since Tracy passed. And baby, when I tell y'all, that broke my heart, because I see so much of my son in little Kevin, especially considering how close him and Tracy were. And God forbid anything ever happens to me anytime soon, but I could so see that being my son. That's why it bothers me and it hurts me to see that young man like that, because he's literally struggling so hard day to day, minute by minute, to get through everything that he's going through. And it's so sad. It really honestly is. And the fact that he's now developed seizures, like, oh my God. Tawanda comes, of course, to check on him. And, even he agrees he needs to start taking his medication more. And I was like, yeah, that's nothing to play with, sir. You have a child of your own that you have to be here for, And that was pretty much the end of the episode. Like I said, this week's episode was my favorite thus far. Like I said, I feel so bad for little Kevin, and I pray that God blesses that little boy and gives him discernment and order his steps and heal his body from these seizures and stuff, and give him the strength and desire to be, and the drive that he needs to move forward in life, so he could be a great parent to his own child. It's just so unfortunate. It really truly is. But I'm going to give this week's episode of the Braxtons, I'm going to give it a B+. It was good. Y'all let me know what y'all felt about this week's episode. Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.